Thanks for being with us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
Here we go.
And it's Cleveland to start out. Merrill, left side. Outside Mitchell. Into the lane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. We've had this one circled on our calendars. Two great teams with stars leading the way, Grant.
Oh, B.A., tonight is what the NBA is all about. Elite teams with top-end talent. And that's given this game almost a playoff feel.
Here's Allen. Minnesota with a rebound. Here's Edwards. The three is up. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Inside. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Over to the left wing. Back to Edwards. Hunter with the rebound. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case.
Oh, hey, how about big that? Big time right there. Big time.
Whoa. Whoa, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Outside Hunter. Outside Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Down low. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Randall with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. DiVincenzo can't hit. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Left side, Edwards. 6 to shoot. Outside, McDaniels. Randall outside. Jacks up a 3. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Cavaliers lead by 5. From deep, Mitchell. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
The offensive rebound. Outside for Randall. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
To the middle. And Mobley gets it to go.
Inside Mobley is set up for success. His size and reach means the rim is right there for him.
Here's McDaniels. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever, and now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you, BA.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Alec.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Pass to Porter. Back to Mitchell. Buries it down low. Mitchell's got 6 points.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Mitchell. Minnesota with a rebound. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cleveland on top. They're up by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, BA. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
The Timberwolves trail. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player's build.
To the inside. Here's DiVincenzo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, BA. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell, just electric.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
Pass to McDaniels. To the right side. Here's Randall. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
To the middle. And it's Randall with the jam.
Now put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
On the wing, Mitchell. Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Merrill up top. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell to the rack. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Down low. Back to Randall. Right side McDaniels. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And Mitchell puts up a deep three. Cleveland again missing. Edwards with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Right side Reed. 4-3. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Reed's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Mitchell. Allen a screen. The kick to Hunter. Now Merrill. Over Edwards. Merrill, that's good.
Operating in that mid-range area that time. No real shot contest.
Outside Edwards. Fires the three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. Left side McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Cleveland. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Merrill. On the wing, Mitchell. Launches it. The putback. And he'll draw a foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Cleveland shooting their initial free throws of the game here. And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. No good on the shot. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Minnesota in the lead. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Merrill. Randall deciding where to go with it. Over Mobley. It's good from about 19 feet. Randall's got 6 points.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Cavaliers are making noise. Point guard Darius Garland said the brand of basketball that we play is super exciting, super fun. A lot of threes, a lot of alley-oops, a lot of dunks. And we play really hard on both ends of the floor. It's been a winning recipe. Back to you.
Allie, thanks very much for the report. To the paint. Count it, and the foul. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Not to be denied there. Allen playing hard, a little contact, not going to bother.
Cleveland shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And stolen by Clark. Pass to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Randall's got room. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. And it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots. Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Here's Edwards. Edwards, so good inside.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Randall on the screen. Edwards looking for an opening. Pass to DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. Baseline try. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. The Timberwolves making it to their second straight Western Conference Finals last year, Clark.
Yeah, you know, what impressed me the most, I think, was making it last year as a 6th seed. Gelling down the stretch of the season. They struggled for a good part of the season, but the last third or so of the season, they really came together. Just did not have quite enough to make it to the final.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
Randall on the screen. Deflects the pass. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Edwards cutting inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself on the gridiron. You know, early on, he thought that would be his path. He's mentioned playing it professionally someday. How about that? I don't think it's a great idea, but interesting that he would even broach it. But if anybody could pull it off, he might be the guy. Oh, what a throwdown! Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Cavaliers trail by 10. Porter with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Pass to Mobley. Inside. Shot clock at 6. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Allen's got some old school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
Edwards on target.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Porter. Allen on the wing. Merrill outside. Mobley off the pick. And Mobley throws it down.
And has to fight through contact to get the finish. Mobley keeping his cool under duress.
Pass to Edwards. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards has got 28 points for the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Here's Edwards. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Here's Tyson. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. Back after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so Porter will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 13. Wade, that's good.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Pass to Randall. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Back to Mitchell. Oh, and Reed with a block. Randall outside. Shot is up. Porter pulls it in. Cavaliers trail by 13. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Wade. Reed with the rebound.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Edwards. Can't hit from in close. Now here's Porter. Here's Mitchell. Oh, he got it with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Randall, right side. Shot on the wing. And he comes up with a bucket. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And Cleveland making a change here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and D-up out there."
Appreciate the report, Allie. Mitchell. Oh, he misses the layup. The Timberwolves lead by 15. Edwards with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. It's off. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Mitchell. Wow, a great finish off the move by Mitchell.
Putting his athleticism to great use. When Mitchell takes the initiative, he's hard to stop.
Here's Gobert. Now DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Now Allen. Mitchell outside. From downtown. From outside. Mitchell is good.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Here's Gobert. Outside DiVincenzo. Randall outside. The release. Allen rips down the board. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Up top, Mobley. Now Allen. Jams it home!
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
And out of bounds, the Cavs will take it. Outside Mitchell. Hunter outside. DiVincenzo with a steal. And again, another missed shot. And Cleveland has possession. Hunter with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. Now Allen. And he slams it down.
Big Jared Allen outshining the bright light.
The Timberwolves lead by 6. Outside Gobert. Randall outside. Just 4 to shoot. And they go to the intentional foul. Here's Edwards. Let's loose for 3. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. There's 39 seconds left. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Cleveland. They're on a 10-2 run here. Mitchell with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. Mobley. Buries it from outside. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Merrill into the lane. Connects!
A big man that dishes. Something Mobley does very well.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
And the Cavaliers call time here. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Oh, off target from downtown. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. Pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Fans are making some noise here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for their Mavericks. And that one's good quickly. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Pass to Barrett. Jacks up a three. On the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Flag with it. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Now here's Ingram. Now here is Pirtle. Defended by Christie. Here's Ingram. A rebound by Washington. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, Coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. The kick out to Barnes. And stolen by Christie. Here we go, one-on-one. Throws it up high. And then Washington with the dunk.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Pirtle. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And it's flag missing. Here's Ingram driving to the basket. No good with the layup. Fast break, Dallas. Pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
That's a really nice pass. This is why they like to get the ball to Flag and let him be the decision.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here is Quickly. Barrett for three. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
Williams' shot is off. Pass to Barnes. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Now here's Ingram. Barrett wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barrett's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Raptors. Dallas moving it around. Here's Flag. They can't stop the run with that one. And the foul called on Cooper Flag. That's his first foul. .137 left to play in the first quarter. It's Ingram on the wing. And again, Toronto no up. Mavericks trailed by 4. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's a screen by Washington. The shot by Thompson, no good. Pass to Pirtle. Over to the wing. Shed. Off target with his three. Thompson outside. The train. Drills it from outside.
Let me just say this, Klay Thompson is one of about 10 people in NBA history that you do not want to leave open for a three. The defense has to make it harder for him out there.
Here's Shed. Out to Ingram. The three-pointer, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. He squares up and sinks it.
And you can tell that Klay trusts his guys. He calls a play, and they just go to the right spots.
Pass to Pirtle. Barnes outside. Here's Dick. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Dallas leading by just one. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, Klay Thompson last season climbing into the top 5 all-time for three-pointers made and continues to knock them down for Dallas. He said, my game fits this team so well as far as stretching the floor, playing hard defense, and being a two-way guy. He's looking to add a new chapter to his legacy. Kevin?
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Walter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Thompson misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Here's Marshall. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Mavericks making a switch here. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
Shot clock at 3. Barrett, no good. And it's Williams with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Lively. In the corner, it's flagged. Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And Lively pulls it down. Going inside. And a wide open look for flag. And the wing jumper offline. And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Raptors trailed by 4. Quickly with a wide-open look. And again, Toronto no up. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams changing it up here. Mavericks leading by 4. Pass to Williams. There's a screen by Washington. To the wing right side. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Washington's got 5 now.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time. That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
To the middle. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
Pass to Christie.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. No good on that one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Raptors trailed by 5. Here's quickly. Williams with the block. Hurdle with the steal. Pass to Barnes. Here's quickly. And it's flagged with the rebound.
Nice contest. A high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
"19 seconds left in the first half. Dallas no good that time either.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Here's Barnes.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks lead by 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Down low. And Gafford throws it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
To the inside. Barnes. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Look how ready Barnes is to play physically.
He insists on finishing his motion.
Outside Williams. Wide open look. Toronto grabs the miss. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys?
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Hangs on the trifecta. Williams has got 6.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Toronto on defense. Trailing by 4. Inside. And stolen by Barnes. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. Rebound by Williams. 4-on-3 break. Back to Washington. Another 3 for Dallas.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Pass the flag. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
There's the screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Dallas leading by 5. Now flagged. Scoreless thus far. Stolen by Quickly. Left side, Barrett. Takes it inside. And Barrett slams it in.
Explosive off the bounce with great body control. Barrett's most effective when going downhill.
Got that one up quick. Christie's got 6.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Dallas moving it around. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Here's Flag. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now it's an 8-point Dallas lead. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And Toronto making a change here. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Barnes outside. Pass to Dick. And again, Toronto no up. Mavericks leading by 8. Out left to the wing. Out to Russell. Christie has the open look. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Christie's got 6 in the quarter.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Here's Dick to stop the run. He takes it in. Christie with the rebound. Right side, Russell. There's the triple. Pirtle with the steal. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Dallas with the ball. Outside, Russell. From deep Washington. It's hauled in by the Raptors. A drive by Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
The defense could not keep up with Barnes on that drive. He just took it right to him.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Raptors trail by 7. The layup off target. With the step back. Over in the corner, Christie. Hits the three-point bomb. Christie's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Shed. Ingram wide open. Gets... the three-pointer to fall. Ingram's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Raptors. In the corner, it's flat. Walter pulls it in. Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Shed. Ingram drawing the double team. Dick wide open. And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
They get it again. Now Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Russell no look. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. And the rejection by Lively. Back to Dick. Off target from outside. Mavericks leading by 4. Thompson for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap." Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Russell. Raptors knocking down the tray. And that one's good. Flag.
And we see some of the competitiveness of Flag. The response, that 3 right back at you.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Shoots the 3. On the 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now Lively. Fires the 3. He drills the 3.
An efficient three-point shooter in college. That clearly hasn't changed for Flag.
Raptors trail by 7. Here's Ingram. From outside. Doesn't get that one.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Rebounded by Lively. Here are the Mavericks now. Washington's outside. The 3 doesn't go. Now Ingram. Here's Pirtle. Oh, what a play inside.
Powerful finish. Jakob not taking any chances in tight.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. It's stolen by Barrett. And here's the fast break. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
Cool and calm. Brandon Ingram. Wow.
Crystal fires. It's good.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Now Barrett. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Six-point game. Ingram. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Washington rips down the rebound. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Now Williams. And he does not hit.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks good out of it.
An aggressive take from Ingram inside, earning the whistle in the process.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 5.
They need everything they can get right now, but can't leave points on the table.
Williams.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps big time when he gives the hustle and stays home with his man.
Outside Ingram. The long shot, no good. And so they foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Toronto with the ball. Trailing by 5. And an intentional foul right there. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. And the Raptors call time here. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Now, quickly, jacks up a 3. A three-pointer. Good.
And it took him a little while, but he's really got that 3 working now. This has been a different quarter for him. Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out. Nice ball movement there. They've got to keep their focus. That's going to result in a technical. What are they thinking?
On the free throw, no good. For 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And the first of 3, missing that time. That's a tough one to miss, but 2 more chances. He makes the second free throw, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he ends up making 2 out of 3, and it's a 4-point ball game. Quickly. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
So glad to have you on board for some hoops. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Lots of basketball-savvy vets on the floor tonight, Grant. These guys know the game inside and out.
Well, the IQ is so high on both sides. You know, B.A., you expect to see lots of intelligent play, and I always get excited to see teams with this much experience.
Now here's Booker. The rebound by Turner. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Trent from long range. It's good on the putback.
Boy, dominant play by Turner there. Used his force and physicality to get that rebound and the bucket.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Allen. Right side, Williams. Williams with the screen. Here's Booker. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. First quarter, just over a minute played. Inside. Here's Kuzma. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Turner. Ooh, stolen by Allen.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
We've seen it on certain nights, Clark. Mark Williams just owning the backboards.
Well, his combination of strength and length, B.A., causes major matchup problems. I mean, he has a bunch of 20-plus rebound games. That's hard to do, even with all the shot volume that's taking place in the league right now. Even when you put a body on this guy, he's relentless in pursuing the arm.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
The kick out to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Here's Green. And he drops it in from the low post. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Green. The Bucks trail. Here's Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere. Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts. Pass to Trent. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
That shot is good by O'Neal.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
And here's Turner. Back to Green. Off with the layup. Up top, O'Neal. Allen outside. Back to Brooks. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Trent. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Milwaukee shooting their first foul shot of the game. Free throw good. Green. And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
From downtown, they get it again. Here's Anthony. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
Down low. Richards. Here's Goodwin. Off target with the 3. Pass to Portis.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Ali LaForge reporting from the sidelines. Welcome to Minnesota. The home court advantage for the Timberwolves here at the Target Center. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Well, the strength of Gobert allows him to finish through contact better than most guys.
Here's Curry. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move through the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Butler. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. And sometimes they fall flat. But that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations. And he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis. And he's done it.
He gets it in there.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Pass to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. The three. Curry can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it high.
Back to Curry. Over Gobert. Another miss by Curry. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Randall. To the paint. Here's Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Outside Butler. Three-pointer. Great D that time from Edwards.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Now here's Edwards. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Green. One-on-one here. Here's Butler. And he lays it straight in.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Different look here for the Warriors. .131 left to play here in the first. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you, Kevin.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Pass to Hield. And stolen by Miller. Conley with it. Now Green defending. And Reed throws it down.
That's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
The Timberwolves leading. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The shake. And Conley puts it in. Conley's got 5 points so far.
Showing good vision. Finds an open teammate out on the perimeter.
Payton outside. Got it up. That one doesn't drop. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top, up by 4. Stay with us as we get... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game. Butler up top. Rebound, Minnesota.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. The guy is all about winning.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's two things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys because, look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
Golden State moving the ball around. On the wing, Hield. Outside, Butler. Butler hammering it home.
Love seeing Butler go up strong. When he dunks it, you feel it from here.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Right side, Edwards. Out to Conley. Back to Edwards. Picked by Reed. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
To the wing right side. Outside for Curry. Over Conley. And the Warriors tack on two more.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Down low. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
It's Edwards on the wing. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Pass to Pajemski. Off target from three-point range. Goes up. Edwards completes the break.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Trains the three-pointer. Curry's got 11 points.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
And here's Edwards from the arc.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The Warriors shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game.
Well, one thing that's never in doubt, the level of effort you're going to get from Jimmy Butler on a nightly basis.
Outside Curry. Pulls up on the wing. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
Outside, Horford. Right side, Curry. Back to Moody. Over in the corner, Kuminga. 3 on the clock. Here's the three. It's tipped. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's Edwards. He has 7 with 4 seconds on the clock. That shot misses. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 3. From Target Center, back in a moment. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Minnesota leading by 3. Back to DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. Golden State on D. Gobert down low. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here.
And that's where Green makes his biggest impact. He is a menace defensively.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Got a hand on it. McDaniels outside. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that side.
Whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go. Wow, hammering it in. Look out.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
On its way from Curry for 2. And the shot is long. Inside. McDaniels with the ball. Now Green defending. So, G.A., when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. McDaniels outside. Up top, DiVincenzo. He's got 8. Second shot opportunity. Back to McDaniel. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. McDaniels got 5.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. And it's Butler missing. Minnesota leading by 5. It's to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Here's DiVincenzo. Guarded by Curry. From downtown, the Warriors pull it in.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. .116 left in the third quarter of the game. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
To the middle. Here's Post.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Back to Clark. Pass to Dillingham. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on that one. Instead, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's the drive. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Here's Dillingham. It's deflected. Gets it off. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. The Timberwolves on top. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Warriors trailed by 4. Now Butler. Reed with the block.
Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Back to Conley. Left side, Reed. Here's Butler. Butler with the bucket down low.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game. And he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And the basket is good.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Conley with it. Now guarded by Hield. Here's Dillingham.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you got to make it count. Not looking to give those freebies away. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Out to Edwards. Rebounded by Kuminga.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And this is why you got to be all over Butler defensively. When you lay off him for a second, he can scorch you with that pull-up J.
Reed with the block. Here's Edwards. Randall trying from outside.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So both teams changing it up here. Outside Curry. Gobert with the block. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. The Timberwolves leading. Outside Edwards. And there's the dunk.
Well, when you need a bucket, you can go to Gobert. A high percentage scorer who doesn't waste his attempts.
Curry fires. Horford. Oh, the dunk.
And why not go to Horford? Big Al has played in so many big games, not intimidated by the moment.
Now Gobert. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Horford.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
That's off as well, so he misses both. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to one. Stephen Curry hits them both.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
1:14 up in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
Curry, it's good.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Gobert rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Well, you got to love that Rudy Gobert was ready in a key moment.
Curry. Here's Butler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
Edwards. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket for fall.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Here's DiVincenzo. Going inside. Count it.
And you can feel the crowd react as one. Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here's Curry. Green, the screen. They could win it. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
Here's McDaniel. Now DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Clock at 6. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Now Green. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Yeah, that's like a quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him.
It's Randall. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Now Green. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
The alley-oop. Oh, that's blocked. Now Curry. Gobert with the block. Randall. Hands off. Moody with it. McDaniels picks him up. Curry from 3.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
And down goes the 3.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Cleared away by Curry. Pulls the trigger. Gobert there for the rebound. So it's Minnesota now, trailing by 4.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. You can't say enough about Horford's poise In high-stress moments, thrives when the whole team is counting on it.
And an intentional foul right there. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of two is good. That puts them up by 5. Minnesota with the ball. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Anthony Edwards, how do you like that?
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
It's the first that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Minnesota. No good. 17 seconds left in overtime. Green outside. Gobert there for the rebound.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So it gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
So we see the Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Rockets. And Houston is looking to play Texas big. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Out to Thompson. Here's Şengün. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Well, we know this should be a heated battle down low. Both teams, Clark, pride themselves on rebounding.
And we know rebounding is one of the key factors along with turnovers, field goal percentage, and free throws in terms of determining the outcome of a game. So we'll keep an eye on the rebounding battle in this one because that is the strength of both of these teams.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Cunningham with it. Picked up by Thompson. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Thompson outside. Here's Şengün. Detroit with the rebound. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Here's Okogie. Out to Thompson. Takes it inside. Off on the layup. And here are the Pistons. Trailing by 2. Harris's shot is off.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Pistons shooting their first foul shot of the game. The free throw off from Harris. And the Pistons with possession here. Cunningham right side. Pistons passing it around. And that one is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now Smith following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's his first foul. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. In the corner, it's Harris. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Durant. Adams outside. Out to Thompson. Pass to Finney-Smith. It's hauled in by Harris. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Drains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So it's both teams making substitutions here. On the wing, Thompson. To halt the run. Misses from close range. Pistons leading by 3. Here's Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Lethal from deep. Shepard will hurt you from there.
Pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Adams. Tries again. Rebound by the Pistons. 3-on-3. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, looking to score often from there. Harris is excellent at drawing the defense's attention and fouls.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now, here's Thompson. Still without a basket. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Holland. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Pistons ahead, leading by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Durant. And that time, also a missed shot. Pistons passing it around. Reed. And it's blocked by Şengün.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
Here's Jenkins. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trailed by 13. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders. What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher. And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Thompson in the corner. The kick out to Cunningham. Offline with his three. Rockets trail by 11. Here's Durant. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Left side, Harris. And he banks in the layup. Harris has got the lead up to 13 now for Detroit.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
KD can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Basket counts.
Nobody better at getting inside and finding good looks. KD rarely forces anything, and he usually gets the best shot available.
To the inside. Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. That's 7 points for Tobias Harris.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Smith. Outside Durant. Durant trying. And finished off by KD.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
And Cunningham with the slam.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now here's Thompson. He has yet to score. KD with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Durant wide open. He fires. Denied once again, misfiring at a 30% rate. He's 3 for 10 now. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Hits it from three-point range. Harris has got 10.
Oh, just pure from the corner. Harris doesn't pass up an opportunity from there.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Here's KD. Look at KD going to work inside.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Cunningham with it. Now defended by Şengün. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. Cunningham looking it over. And spacing is so vital. But Clark, talk about vertical spacing.
You know, Kevin, that speaks to the ability to play in space above the rim. Think about the roller in the pick-and-roll situation being able to go above the defense to finish a lob. Those are tough plays for defenses to stop. Helping in recovering and elevating to stop a well-timed lob, that's a real challenge for the defense.
Here's Thompson. Rebound, Detroit. To the paint. Here's LeVert. Again, the Pistons good for two.
You know, the mid-range, Jay, continuing to look better over time for LeVert. Showing real improvement in knocking that shot down.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Stolen by Thompson. The three from KD. They get the rebound. Can't throw down the putback. Pistons leading by 19. Pass to Duran. Here's LeVert. To the middle. And slam dunk by Harris.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And Duran slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Durant. It's good. KD's got 14.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Detroit.
Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Thompson into the lane, and Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Amin Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any match. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Back over to you, Kevin.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. For three, Durant. The three. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
So fast of foot, on the run, Osir, tough to catch.
Durant, good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Inside, and slam dunk by Harris.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And, guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot from the top of the key. Şengün with the rebound. Here's KD. For three, Okogie. Thompson with the rebound. And he drives in. Here's Durant. And so it's Detroit out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Down low, and Adams with the slam.
And I like how Shepherd keeps things simple. When he notices someone on his team is open, he is more than happy to move the ball.
Here's Jenkins. Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
And Şengün throws it down.
Muscling through contact. This is where Şengün's at his best.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
A baseline J. Back to Thompson. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket. Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Tate with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. To the inside. Here's Shepherd. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
From what I've seen, Shepherd would rather shoot from distance, but he trusted himself inside that time.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Now Shepard. Second shot opportunity. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
They have to put a body on.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Clark, when you think of three-level scorers at the power forward position, Jabari Smith fits the bill.
Yeah, he runs like a gazelle and seems to never tire. I mean, the energy he plays with is contagious and seems limitless. He gets himself to the rim. He's got a sweet stroke. Well, I tell you, his future is really bright.
Going inside. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And with authority, Smith is active. Whew.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Outside Robinson. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. Cunningham outside. Thompson up top. He takes it.
Are you kidding me?
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Durant.
That's the defense's fault right there. You can't allow Durant to get that kind of position.
Pass to Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Detroit.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Cade Cunningham.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
It's Durant with the drive. Thompson in the post. And they get it back. Harris a screen. Here's Cunningham. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And he makes the first. So for the Pistons. And both free throws good for Durant. And Detroit has possession. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Unloads. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Thompson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
That one is no good. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Thompson. Rebound by Smith. KD with it. Thompson with the rebound. Cunningham outside. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Pistons taking care Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. A contest in the West will see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Gobert. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. And here's Edwards. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Coach Van Gundy, with these two bigs, I know this is a matchup you in particular are very excited about.
Yeah, Kevin, this really feels like a throwback matchup to me. With this style of game, running it through the centers, I feel like I should be on the sideline yelling at these guys.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, I like when Gobert's teammates use his length on offense. Textbook alley-oop there.
Right side, Collins. From deep, Harden. Julius Randle with the rebound. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. The three from Harden doesn't get it to drop for him. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Harden has a wide open look. It's good from long range.
And putting so much pressure on your defense. James Harden, a menace offensively.
Here's Edwards. Buries the 20-footer.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
It's Harden with the drive.
And on the drive, Harden just so tricky to guard. No one wants to risk handing him a foul.
Collins comes over with the double team. McDaniels outside. Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Harden. To the inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Harden left side. Inside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Floats it up for Randle. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. They get it back. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Stolen by Harden. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And finished off by Collins.
Using his size inside. Collins refusing to settle for the layup and elects the dunk instead.
Now here's Randle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
No good on the second free throw. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Edwards' shot is good.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
There's the triple. Harden can't hit. Right wing. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 1. From Target Center, back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
And here's Harden for 3. Now DiVincenzo. Still yet to score. Here is Edwards. And there's the shot clock. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball.
Here we go.
I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. And Durant, here we go. And then Durant with the jam.
The length, the quickness, there's just not much you can do when Durant is driving to the rim.
Outside, Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Mathurin. Let's go. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. You know, RJ, tonight it figures to be a physical contest. Each of these teams excelling in rebounding.
Yeah, that's what both hang their hat on. This is a pride matchup. When you identify as a rebounding team, you never want to lose that battle.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Out to the right wing. Now, here's McConnell. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. First quarter, just over a minute played. Thompson looking for an opening. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Okogie. And he dunks it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Mathurin. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to.
Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you joining us for a little basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. On the wing, Reeves. Back to Hachimura. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and the jam by Ayton. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Check out Maxey with the throwdown. Boy, he can get off the ground quick.
Back to Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
George's shot is off. To the paint. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Pass to Doncic. And he comes up with a bucket. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first one falls. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Now here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Inside. Oh, it's stolen. They're running. George outside. And the jam by George.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority.
The three, James. And once again, off the mark by Los. Here's Maxey. And he makes it on the layup. Maxey's got 7 points in the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hachimura outside. James deciding where to go with it. And here's Doncic outside. Joel Embiid pulls it down. The Sixers lead by 4. Outside Maxey. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yes, sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
And Maxey, here we go.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
So it's Philadelphia now. They lead by 4. On the take. And that one is hammered home.
Just way too fast for him. Maxey quick on the drive.
Back to James. On the wing, Hachimura. Doncic right side. Back to Hachimura. Pass to James. 4 on the clock. From deep, Reeves. Barlow grabs a miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
29 seconds left to play in the first. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. .24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. George, no good. Throws it up high. And finished off by Hayes.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their entire defense is designed to stop LeBron right now, and that's been effective. Back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Back to Maxey. Embiid's got space. The baseline J is off the mark. And Clark, for all the excitement around acquiring Luka Doncic, now the Lakers hoping to get him back to the NBA Finals.
Yep, his youth sets them up for the future, B.A., but with LeBron James in the fold, they still want to try to win now.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Guys?
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
And welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. It's East versus West here in Toronto. The Raptors hope to put on a show for their hometown fans. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie, as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Right wing. The wide open look here for DeRozan. No good on the triple. Knocked loose. Westbrook with the steal. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Pass to Pirtle. Just 5 to shoot. Ingram attacking. Second shot opportunity. And there's the nice layup by Barnes. Barnes has got 5.
And that's just using his strength to fight for that rebound. And then Barnes able to send it back.
Now here's Levine. Outside Westbrook. Toronto grabs the miss. Pass to Ingram. Now here's Quickly. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intention.
Here's Westbrook. Now Eubanks. Back to Westbrook. Here's Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the dunk by Barnes.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Back to you.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. What a terrific move that was.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Barnes. 9 points in the game so far. And slam dunk by Ingram.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
DeRozan. Rejected by Ingram.
And great use of lift by Ingram. Able to reach out and get his hand on the ball for a block.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Shed missing. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 11. To the paint. Here is Murray Boyle.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Shed. Driving to the basket.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for Toronto. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about. And that's culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about. Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Dick wide open. Shot clock reset for Toronto. Tries again. Clifford pulls it in. The Kings trail by 14. To the middle. Sharch in the high post. Pass to Schroeder. Lets it go with a three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. To the hoop. And the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
So both teams changing it up here. Sharch in the high post. Outside DeRozan. Monk outside. To the inside. Sharch. Pass to Schroeder. 4 on the shot clock. Levine's shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And having starred in a 6-man role in New York, Tim Emmanuel quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up quickly.
Dick can't get it to go. Levine can't hit. Raptors leading by 14. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Going for a dunk. Ingram uses that physicality, clearing the defense out of his way.
Back to Schroeder. Here's DeRozan. Toronto grabs the miss. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Ingram. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Schroeder's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So both teams making some changes here. So it's Toronto now. They led by as many as 18 points. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Kevin?
Tremendous support. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. The shot by Monk is no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Down low. Here's DeRozan.
The flush. DeMar getting up.
Raptors leading by 15. Here's Barrett. The kick out to Barnes. Connects from three-point range. Barnes has got 14 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
With 2 seconds left, and it's good on the layup. 16 points for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Pirtle has it in the corner. Ingram outside. It's blocked. Here's Westbrook. And Barnes sends it back.
Tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Some solid defense from Ingram. Toronto leading by 20. And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
DeRozan gets the bucket.
Tormenting his way through. DeRozan showing what he's made of.
Murray outside. Back to Westbrook. And he banks in the layup.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Well, it's nice to get a layup that can get your offense flowing.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Out to Ingram. And he drops it in from the low post. Ingram's got 8.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And so here's Sacramento. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. Stolen by Quickly. It's Barrett on the wing. Off target from the wing. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the King. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Raptors leading by 20. Back to Barrett. Barnes outside. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just tough, gritty play there. by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Misses from short range. Raptors leading by 21. A drive by Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And you got to admire the tenacity from Barnes. Love seeing him take charge like that.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Inside. Here's Pirtle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Pirtle's got his second basket.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Barnes with it. Now guarded by Murray. Out to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. Again, Sacramento.
And how about Westbrook's impressive passing ability there? Beautiful dime to set up his teammate.
Here's Quickly. Up and in on the layup.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Murray outside. Puts up a three. Westbrook, no good. Raptors leading by 23. Out to Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Sacramento grabs the miss. They get a hand on it. Here's Quickly. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Raptors out in front, opening up a huge gap. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
Well, it's a miracle that pass wasn't picked off. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Back to Levine. Beyond the arc. Alter pulls it in.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
More and more we see Ingram attack on the drive and convert it. His length and skill allow him to do so many things.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Shed. The shot, no good. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And the Raptors with possession. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And that one drops.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Levine wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
And a nice, smooth stroke. When Levine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
He takes it in. Dick, that's good.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
He gets that one. That's 7 points for Zach LaVine.
Good touch on the interior. Levine really crafty at figuring out ways to create space down low.
Down low. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Right side, Levine. It's rebounded by Dick.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
And here are the Kings now. Pass to Clifford. It doesn't go for him. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And here is Monk. Driving in. Kick out to Levine. On the wing, Levine. Sacramento moving it around. Clock at 6. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Scotty Barnes.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Here's Shed. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Westbrook. And the layup's good off the glass.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Lets it go from deep. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks.
we go.